Little slow drive.
Save those guys for next week in a matchup with Marshall. Blasting up the middle goes La Tech. They're still running. Blake Martin. Stable running backs they've got here in Ruston. Now starts with Dixon. Martin's seen some opportunity this season, getting a chance here to play now. Taylor Birch now in at cornerback, so they get Higgins in. Now they get Birch in. Birch throws, played a couple of years of baseball. You know, he's got a rocket of an arm. And Eddie Johnson makes the catch. There's Sokol. Everybody's shaking hands, slapping five. There's Higgins for gate, putting his helmet back on. And there's a look at Taylor Birch out of Monroe, Louisiana, Neville High School. And their baseball team the last couple of years, a redshirt senior.
This is kind of the question for a head coach, and especially one that calls plays. He's never thrown a touchdown pass.
Yeah.
Taylor Birch, but you're up 69-31, so you kind of give him a chance to throw one.
Slings it. Man, nice play defensively, breaking that up. Diving in there to break that up was Emmanuel Ellerby, and there's a line on Cody Sokol, Kev.
Another big day. He's had some huge games this year, 2 separate games. We saw one of them at North Texas with 5 touchdown passes. Wrapped up 4 today. Kenneth Dixon with the 3 on the ground. They had it all working, but it starts with him, Kenneth Dixon along the ground, and then Cody Sokol, what he's been able to do. And he did have his wow throws again today. Really impressive to study him on tape.
He was spot on with that. He had at least 2 of them, probably more, as Higgins is back in the game. 9 games he played in last year. He started 6 games. You see some numbers up top. 670 yards on the I-bar. The new season high for La Tech. Previous high was against Western Kentucky here back in the beginning of the month. 507.
It's almost like Louisiana Tech's taking a little offense to the fact that Western Kentucky and Marshall put up 700 yards of offense both yesterday.
Yeah.
So maybe they're trying to get up into the mix and let Marshall know there might be 700 yards more coming to town.
Yep. That's going to be quite a game. Coming up next, San Jose State and San Diego State. That one a big one in the Mountain West. Blake Martin the carry. We're 3:15 away from this one being a final. Dominating performance turned in the quarterbacks. Rice with the 7-win year. They'll play in a bowl. They're eligible for a bowl. A lot of tie-ins this year in the conference. Half dozen of them, good ones. If I had to pick, I want to go to that Bahamas Bowl. I don't know about you. Here's a chance now. Touchdown.
says a lot. That's great. Cheering on their teammates and getting the senior in the end zone. Nice job by Skip Holtz.
Nice effort to do that. Birch is a holder. Point after makes it now 76-31.
And that's the issue. It's hard, especially on senior day. Ben, you don't want to seem like you're running up the score, but Taylor Birch deserves the chance to go into the game and execute the offense here on senior day. I don't have a problem with that. Happy to see him get in and have some success here late in his career.
Yep, I agree. 6 different players have scored touchdowns today for Louisiana Tech. And Marshall will play for the championship next week. That's right, it was Jackson and Rice.
And the best thing about both these teams, this is one of those things, that argument, Ben, is there too many bowl games and all that stuff. Guess what? These teams, both being bowl eligible and heading to a bowl, they'll get 15 extra practices than teams that do not go to bowl games. Those practices can really develop some of this young talent that they go out and recruit. It'll be a really important time for these programs leading up to these bowl games, and on top of that, sends out your seniors as a reward for their work they've put in over the course of their career. So both Rice and Louisiana Tech will find themselves in bowl games, and they've had good seasons.
It's a great point. Great point. Out of the end zone goes the kickoff to the 25. They'll bring it. And we've talked about it a couple of times. Can't really talk about it enough. The Skip Holtz in year 2 come in here. This will be his 100th career win. So a milestone win there as a head coach. But he'll tell you, I guarantee you, he will tell you, the winning this game means way more than the 100th win. He'll think about that when he's retired down the road, whenever that is. It's a good milestone. But it's all about the team, as Bo Schembechler used to say. The team, the team, the team. That's what you care about, especially when you're living in the moment as a player or a coach. So, Brandon Hamilton in the game for Rice. Running back. Stelling in. Running the show offensively for the Owls. David Bailiff. Look at some of the more positive things, as Kevin and I have been talking about some of them. A great stretch that they've been under, and Bailiff now is 8th season as the Rice head coach. Is 11th overall, was at Texas State for 2 years. La Tech, you wouldn't know they're up 76-31 with plays like that. Nick Thomason comes in, lays a lumber there late in the game.
Playing that linebacker spot. Just shooting the gap. Nobody blocked him. Left tackle Ian Gray tried to work up to the second level. But these linebackers, no matter who's in the game, they're going to run and make plays. Manny Diaz, in a conference full of record-setting quarterbacks, got his defense playing really well all year long.
On the ground, gets to the 30-yard line. There's 15 remaining in the ball game. And there's the shower for the victorious coach at La Tech, Skip Holtz. Setup guys are so important in that role. You got to distract him, and they did a good job. The good news is you're in Louisiana in late November and the temps around 70, so that doesn't feel quite as bad if you're 1,000 miles to the north. On to punt it away and kneel down to the ball. This game will be a final. We're going to get you out west to that game in the Mountain West as soon as we're done here. 32 seconds away from that. So Fairmont trots off for the final time here today. San Jose State and San Diego State coming up. La Tech, yes, they will take on Marshall. 76 for La Tech. Marshall scored 66. Cato's been dazzling his entire career. He's got weapons galore. La Tech, I mean, that's going to be, what is his first one to 70 in that one?
42 seconds.
32 seconds. 76 to 31.
36. Oh, cool.
What a moment for him on senior day as La Tech, the 2014 West Division champions in Conference USA. They will take on Marshall next week in the championship game.
We knew we had ourselves a playoff-style game today, and what was a competitive first half turned into a Louisiana Tech rout in the second half, and the adjustments that they made. But they're going to need to play really well in all three phases next week against Marshall. That's going to be a really good football game.
Load out your partner for Kevin O'Connell, Courtney Bell, and all of our great crew. Ben Holstein, hope you enjoyed it. This has been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Let's now get you out to Qualcomm Stadium for San Jose State and San Diego State next.
Just underway in San Diego, scoreless.